Coming up, watch an artist's story shine during National Welcoming Week here in Omaha.
Then, see how Omaha's economy is on the rise and what this means for new growth fueling the city's future.
Later, the debut of our new segment, Maverick Minute, your one-stop update for all things UNO.
All this and more on the Omaha News.
Good afternoon, I'm Sean Keating.
And I'm Mayor Pritchard. This month, Omaha joined cities nationwide in celebrating immigrant and refugee communities during National Welcoming Week. Among those taking part was an artist with a story to share. Reporter Mary Mitzloff has more.
It's the sound of celebration, Welcome Fest, filling Omaha with community spirit. Among the celebration was local artist David Manzanares. Born in Mexico, he now lives in Omaha and says art helps him build community here.
It's important for us to feel welcome. You know, like sometimes I don't feel welcome in this beautiful country, but I am part of it.
Immigrants make up nearly 14% of Omaha's population, and Omaha schools support students who speak more than 100 languages. Sierra's Director of Community Engagement, Kenda Mustafa, says it's important to make sure all communities in Omaha can succeed.
So our mission is to empower immigrant and refugee community members to live confidently through our high-quality services, as well as to create welcoming communities through education and advocacy.
And that mission comes to life right behind me on the walls of Sierra's building. This mural by David Manzanares was inspired by real stories from Omaha's immigrant and refugee families.
To also feel welcome, and not just to feel welcome, but to belong to this place, because once you belong to the place, you really invest in it, like you make it like better, you grow with the space, and the space grows with you.
While Welcome Fest was a fun-packed celebration, it's also a part of a bigger movement to connect Omaha's neighbors and build community year-round. For the Omaha News, I'm Mary Mitzloff.
The Center for Immigrant and Refugee Advancement Services continue year-round. From English classes to mentorships, the center helps immigrant and refugee neighbors build community in Omaha, much like David does through his art.
The superintendent of Iowa's largest school district is out of a job after revelations he lied on his application. Ian Roberts resigned this week after immigration agents detained him, and records showed he falsely claimed a doctoral degree when he applied in 2023. The school board learned about the misrepresentation but hired him anyway. Immigration authorities say Roberts had been living and working in the U.S. illegally. Is Omaha a big city? That is the question reporter Elise Gaines aims to answer, not just by population, but by its economic weight. Shaped by Fortune 500 companies, ambitious development, and the people who call Omaha home.
Omaha may be growing in size, but how do you measure if the economy is keeping pace? Expert Josie Schaefer, the director of the Center for Public Affairs Research, says Omaha's growth can't be measured by population alone.
Population growth is pretty easy to measure, right? When we talk about an economy is role of goods and services within an area, and it's about the transfer and cost of those things, and so it is not just one simple metric like population. So it is a bit harder of a concept to capture or say yes or no to.
Research tells one side of the story, but for groups like the OEDC, the focus is on what growth means for the community itself.
Well, residential development in any community is important to attracting economic success. You got to be able to attract all levels of economic income, because if you don't have the sufficient economics in that community, you're not going to be able to grow that community.
Beyond corporations, Omaha is also building a reputation for startups and tech. UNO business student Carmen Seaman believes Omaha has ample opportunities for students like her.
We have banking, we have insurance, we have transportation, we have tech, we have all these big companies. And for majors like mine, I feel like that opens up so many entry-level jobs outside of after graduation.
Behind me is the site of Mutual of Omaha's new headquarters tower, one of the most visible signs of growth in the city. It's a reminder that Omaha is not just holding steady, but investing in its future.
With the Omaha News, I'm Elise Gaines.
Omaha may not measure up in population size, but when it comes to economic influence, experts believe in due time it'll be a big city contender.
President Donald Trump is using the government shutdown to push changes to the federal workforce. The White House says layoffs are imminent rather than the typical furloughs during a funding lapse. The Office of Management and Budget has also frozen about $18 billion in infrastructure funds, pausing New York City subway and Hudson Tunnel projects tied to Democratic leaders in Congress.
Senators are breaking today for the Jewish holiday of Yom Kippur. They'll return Friday to vote again on a Republican plan to extend federal funding for 7 weeks. After the break, see how an Omaha resident flourishes after picking up an unexpected hobby after retirement.
Then, see how Omaha firefighters are stopping fires before they start by teaching fire safety strategies across the community.
Create, perform, communicate. College of Communication, Fine Arts, and Media.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha's bookstore is home to more than books. The UNO bookstore accommodates all students' needs with phone and laptop repairs at the iFix UNO station or free residence hall delivery. The bookstore, located in the Malabale Student Center, is full of Maverick merchandise. Find sweatshirts for chilly Nebraska days or cozy UNO mugs for every coffee fix. Shop anytime at unobookstore.com.
3,000 student athletes from 9 institutions, competing in 19 sports for national prominence, striving for excellence in academics and athletics, seeking to become champions. Nearly 100,000 students and more than 800,000 alumni celebrate Summit League student athletes and their rise to reach the summit. The Summit League, where tomorrow's leaders strive to reach the summit today.
First used around 1500 BC, glassblowing is one of the world's oldest art forms. Now, one Omaha man is keeping the tradition alive while mastering the craft himself. Isaac Nielsen has more on the story.
I started doing this after I retired from a career in medicine because I never learned to play golf.
For John Bleicher, golf never had much appeal. Instead, he picked up a torch. At Hot Shops in downtown Omaha, he spends most weekdays shaping molten glass into art.
I love the medium. It's fun, it's engaging, the zen of glass.
Bleicher's path to the studio is as unique as his craft. Before discovering glass, he spent decades in medicine as a radiologist. Now, instead of reading x-rays, he works with fire, making small animals and ornaments inspired by the natural world.
He does a great job on them, lots of detail. Usually the shell has some sort of interesting detail. This one looks more like a galaxy, but he does a great job on these, and everyone loves the turtles.
But my passion, I think, is for botanicals like Mother Nature there sitting on the counter.
Despite teaching multiple lessons per week here at Hot Shops and enjoying the retired life, Bleicher finds time to keep failing, and failing some more until he gets it just right.
And eventually, after years of failure, you get a success or two. The saying at the Hot Shops is, the first 100 are the hardest.
Today, we see that success take the shape of a small glass turtle, a reminder that with patience and persistence, even fragile art can last a lifetime.
Thank you, Isaac. That is definitely something worth looking into.
Next week is Fire Prevention Week, and Omaha firefighters are already spreading life-saving reminders. Reporter Maya French shows us how crews at Offutt Fire Department prepare this week to bring awareness and keep families safe.
I am here at Offutt Fire Department where crews are getting ready to kick off Fire Prevention Week, a week that gives Omaha communities little reminders that could save lives. Fire Prevention Week is a nationwide campaign, but here in Omaha, it's a chance for firefighters to connect directly with families.
Fire Prevention Week is important for several reasons. It's a reminder to us who's already learned as young children on what to do in fire, what we should be doing, and what we should be doing in our homes. And it's also good for the young children to find out what they need to be doing, not to be scared, and have a plan for fire if they should encounter it.
From school visits to hands-on demonstrations, crews use this week to make safety lessons stick. Firefighters say it's about making safety simple, teaching children what to do and what not to do in an emergency.
Talk to the kids about their addresses. That's a big thing, is we like to tell parents, even the kids, hey, what's your address? Like, what if your mom and dad, something happens to them and you need to call 911? You need to be able to know your address so you can contact.
Firefighters say that many hazards are preventable, from keeping stoves clear to disposing grease the right way. Kids are even given take-home activities to make the week fun. As Fire Prevention Week kicks off, the hope is that these lessons don't just stick this week, but year-round. For the Omaha News, I'm Maya French.
Fire Prevention Week officially starts on October 5th. Firefighters say now is the perfect time for families to test smoke alarms, review escape plans, and make sure safety tools like fire extinguishers are ready to go.
A small town west of Elkhorn is restoring their community one tree at a time after the damaging winds from the last year have ripped decade-old trees right out of the ground. At 6:30 Saturday morning, August 9th, powerful winds up to 90 miles per hour ripped through the Omaha metro, leaving heavy damage behind. In Waterloo, trees were snapped in half, blocking roads and damaging property. Waterloo resident Walt Gates says his morning routine was the most affected.
Getting used to seeing a tree down and pulling back branches so I could get the dogs out so they could go potty.
Waterloo Fire Department cleared roads and responded to emergencies, including a tree that fell on a truck at Two Rivers Park. Fire officials say the department's top priority after a storm like this is public safety, urging residents to avoid downed power lines and report hazards.
After the break, see how one UNO alumnus is making a name for herself in the world of sports media.
Then, see how a new program at UNO is opening doors for students to move their degrees forward.
There seems to be like this gathering right here of really great minds and really great ideas.
I think it's a great moment, to teach a UNO student.
Being here, I get like a jump start on my journalism career.
I found a lot of people that are interested in like the same things as me.
Sort of a lifetime changing career for me and the best way it could happen.
I never thought I'd be standing in the clouds looking down on the ancient ruins of the Incan Empire. I never thought I'd live among the street artists in Valparaiso. I never thought I'd make friends that would last a lifetime.
Adventure's out there, and as Mavericks, it's up to us to find it.
Stop thinking, start doing. Visit educationabroad.unomaha.edu.
The 13th Floor magazine is a student-run campus literary journal that features poetry, creative nonfiction, fiction, microfiction, screenplay, and visual art from UNO students, alumni, faculty, and staff. It is produced by the students in the Writers' Workshop Literary Magazine course. New issues of the magazine are published every spring with a public launch party to celebrate its release.
Welcome to the Maverick Minute, an inside look into life at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. From student success stories, groundbreaking researching innovatives, Maverick athletes, and more. We celebrate the people and moments that make UNO the place to be. Good afternoon, I'm Peyton Yoakum. UNO School of Communication graduate Anna Bellinghausen made history at the 2025 Omaha Sports Commission Awards show when she became the first female nominee and recipient of the Steve Pivovar Sports Media Person of the Year Award, presented by the Omaha World Herald. Reporter Mara Pritchard has the inside story on how Anna is inspiring the next generation of women in sports.
Hire women, invest in women, believe in women, because we're here to stay. Thank you.
At the conclusion of her acceptance speech, Anna addressed a topic close to her heart: advocating for the next generation of women in sports to get a seat at the table. Anna says she knew from a young age she wanted to be a journalist and found inspiration in the female sportscasters on screen.
I've always just had this idea of being a writer or a journalist or some type of reporter, and I remember watching College Game Day as a kid and seeing Samantha Ponder on the TV.
Anna got her start in sports media and journalism here at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. She was the co-founder and president of the Women in Media Club and co-produced By the Horns, a sports-related talk show with fellow members of Women in Media, Avery Howard and Alexa Blaze. She also called games for UNO Athletics on MAV Radio and served as a general manager.
After graduating from UNO in 2022, Anna went on to start careers with Herd at Sports as their digital director and CBS Sports as a sideline reporter. Living by the motto, if you can see it, you can be it, Anna says she hopes her work reminds women of what they're capable of.
I think just having that visibility for women, especially young women, of seeing like, okay, I can do this, I can be her, I want to be her, like that's what I want.
Dawson Anderson was first introduced to Anna while interning with UNO Athletics. Dawson says over a year later she still looks to Anna as a source of inspiration.
Anna's been a big inspiration, just in the way she treats people and her energy and her work ethic and the stuff she's done.
With her future ahead of her, Anna says her biggest goal is to help other women.
My number one goal is to always inspire young women and hopefully someday have some sort of organization where I can help other women get started in this business.
For the Omaha News, I'm Mara Pritchard.
Anna will be covering collegiate and professional sports events across Omaha and Nebraska with Herd at Sports and CBS Sports. UNO School of Communication is giving students a head start on graduate school. Reporter Bailey Cook shows us how UNO's Fast Track program helps undergraduates save both time and money.
UNO's School of Communication is one of the newest departments to adopt the Fast Track program. It allows undergraduates to take graduate-level classes that count towards both their bachelor's and their master's degrees. Dr. Sharon Storch, Graduate Program Chair, says the initiative is designed with students in mind.
It's just so student-friendly, right? It's really giving students an option and an opportunity to try out grad school, really see what it's like.
Students can apply up to 9 graduate credits towards their undergraduate requirements, putting them a semester ahead by the time that they start their master's degree. One of 2 students currently enrolled in the UNO Fast Track program is Stephen Pura.
My biggest benefit is just being ahead of the curve. My goals right now are getting my doctorate in communications eventually, so it's kind of a layup to be able to start that early while I'm doing my undergraduate.
To qualify, students need at least 60 credits and a 3.0 GPA. Dr. Juan Casas, Dean of Graduate Studies, says the program not only saves money, but also builds confidence for students entering graduate school.
They have to make sure that students are being advised appropriately and that this is something that makes sense for them, and again, that they're well suited for the opportunity. But it's one that I think makes so much sense. I wish it was around when I was an undergraduate student.
This new program shows how innovative UNO is being to help students save not only time, but also money. For the Omaha News, I'm Bailey Cook.
UNO's Fast Track program is now available to qualified students in the School of Communication. To learn more, visit unomahanews.com. UNO's Plaza came alive with the sights and sounds and flavors of Latin Heritage Month. Students lined up for a free taste of Puerto Rico, from savory empanadas to traditional rice dishes, all served by a local family-owned restaurant. Just steps away, dancers in traditional Mexican dress filled the plaza with movement celebrating the rich culture and history that Latin Heritage Month honors. The event, hosted by the Office of Student Leadership and Involvement, continues UNO's tradition of recognizing the contributions and heritage from communities across Latin America and the Caribbean. UNO Hockey plays their annual Military Appreciation Exhibition game against Air Force on Friday at Baxter Arena. Attendance is free with a MAV card. Lastly, Wear Black Give Back, UNO's annual 24-hour fundraiser, starts at noon on Wednesday, October 8th. Wear Black Give Back is an opportunity to raise money for scholarships, programs, and student activities. That's all for this week's Maverick Minute. We'll see you back here next week with more stories. Until then, keep making every minute a Maverick Minute. Go Mavs!
You are a Maverick. You stand ready to change the world. You are an innovator with bold ideas and a vision for the future. You are determined to turn your dreams into reality. You are a leader, committed to making a difference. With Omaha as your campus, you're at the center of it all. Here at UNO, you dare to dream, to innovate, to lead, to shape a brighter future. You are a Maverick.
Coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Faded grass to a full.
Esports, or competitive video gaming, is one of the fastest growing industries worldwide. And here in Omaha, the trend is catching on. From local universities building programs to students turning gaming into new opportunities.
Over the past few years, Omaha has seen esports step into the spotlight. From college teams at UNO and Midland to local tournaments that attract players across the region, competitive gaming is growing into a community of its own. What was once considered just casual play is now being taken seriously, with sponsorships, streaming, and organized competition. Esports coach Josh Griswold has some insight as to why that growth is happening, pointing to streaming and the global investment behind it.
There's investment from it all around the world, and it's not just the companies making teams, it's YouTube and Twitch and Google and all these huge tech giants who are sponsoring the streams. I mean, you have gaming companies, you have tech companies, you have individual countries and regions, and things you would never assume to see in esports.
One big reason esports has taken off here in Omaha is streaming. Platforms like Twitch and YouTube make it possible for local players to share their games with audiences far beyond Nebraska.
Another reason esports is on the rise is its appeal to younger generations. Esports player Aiden Wentz says gaming has always been a way to stay connected.
I think a lot of it is the demographic. It's appealing a lot to younger generations. It's something that a lot of kids, I especially too, spent a lot of childhood playing video games. It was too hot outside, your friends lived too far away, and your parents couldn't make a drive over the summer. And so a good way to connect with them and play with them would be video games.
This was Jade Thornton for the Omaha News.
Competitive gaming is no longer just a trend. For Omaha, esports is shaping new opportunities for connection, competition, and the future of digital entertainment.
The Omaha Farmers Market is wrapping up its season, but for local farmers, the work never really stops. Reporter Katie Gomez shows us how growers are already preparing for next year and why the market means more than just fresh produce.
The Omaha Farmers Market has been a yearly Sunday tradition in Exarban Village, running from May through October. It's a place where shoppers find everything from flowers to produce.
Just like these. And these.
But also a place where community connections grow strong.
We invite people to come out to the farm. They can actually see the produce grow. Yeah, I make all kinds of friendships and bonds, and lots of people that want to know where their food's coming from. So they really appreciate the farmers market, which has led to, sales outside the farmers market.
Stevens has been growing for more than 40 years. Long before market season starts, he's ordering seeds, prepping fields, and getting ready for months of planting and harvesting.
You wouldn't believe it, but it takes probably a month and a half, 2 months just to tear down. 1st February, it's time to start planting.
Those bonds stretch beyond the season. Vang helps run 4 greenhouses. She says once the market closes, there's plenty of work to be done. And for customers, there's a practical benefit too.
Our community, they get access to fresh produce, brands like locally grown too, so they know they ever want to come out to a farm, they can come up to a farm and they can actually see for themselves. Like if they want to buy bulk buy, they can get it for a cheaper price than if they were going to go to Sam's or Costco.
Even though the market closes for the season, their work continues behind the scenes to keep fresh local produce available to Omaha families. For the Omaha News, I'm Katie Gomez.
The Omaha Farmers Market ends October 12th and will reopen next May 2026 on Sundays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
A new report shows Stephen King is now the most censored author in U.S. schools. PEN America's banned in the U.S. finds more than 6,800 books removed this school year. The report also highlights a growing divide, some states pushing restrictions and others working to roll them back.
That's all for us today. Join us again next week for more news and entertainment in the Heartland.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at UNO The News, Omaha News, or find our website for even more news stories at unomahanews.com.
From all of us here at UNO Television, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.
There seems to be this gathering right here of really great minds and really great ideas.
I think it's a great moment, to teach a UNO student.
Being here, I get a jump start on my journalism career.
I found a lot of people that are interested in the same things as me.
Sort of a lifetime changing career for me, and the best way it could happen.
For more than 20 years, only one program has addressed topics that matter to viewers. Only one program delivers the information that Nebraskans need to live the good life. I'm Kathy Wyatt. Join my guests and me as we discuss those issues every week on a program we call Consider This.